the Intamin Blitz coaster at Cedar Points. Well, what if I told you that Maverick wasn't always going to be Maverick? What if I told you it would be something completely different? What if I told you that what it would have been would have changed the course of coaster history? Well, if I were to tell you that, then it would be true. In fact, it wouldn't even be anything close to similar to the Maverick we have today. It would have been something entirely different. It would have been something that changed the course of roller coaster history. It would have been a record-breaking coaster. And it would not have even been an Intamin at all. The park had worked with the company they were about to build the coaster with several times before, and what would this new coaster have been? It would have been a B&M floorless coaster. And apparently, what we find from coaster101.com is that the floorless coaster would have been up to 200 feet tall, and it would have broken all the records for the floorless coaster at the time. Now, what would have changed if this coaster would have been built? Guys, if you think about it, it means so much. Like, Steel Vengeance would not have existed if Maverick was a floorless. Steel Vengeance stands right next to Maverick in the frontier town area of Cedar Point, and Steel Vengeance is 200 feet tall, so why put two 200-foot tall coasters right next to each other? I mean, you see my point? That is how much it would have changed. Mantis would still be Mantis instead of Rougarou. I mean, if you really think about that, that is a lot difference. In fact, if you even think of it, it goes out of Ohio. Cheetah Hunt at Busch Gardens, Tampa never would have been built. Manta at SeaWorld San Diego also never would have been built. Guys, this really changed the course of coaster history, and we should all be glad that Maverick is what it is today. Guys, a lot of RMC's elements were inspired by this coaster. If you think about that Stangle dive, that is really something if you think about it, you would see that on an RMC, wouldn't you? And if you even think about it, Intimidator 305 would not be what it was today. I mean, that has to be inspired by those low-to-the-ground snaps on Maverick. What Cedar Point did with Maverick is pushed the limits of a coaster that is only 100 feet tall. Maverick is really a history-changing coaster.